welcome to the Pink Caddy Huddle. So I am going to be sharing from my friend, Michelle Gibbons. So Michelle is a sales director in Florida. She is also one of my power partners. She is so fun, you guys. She is literally one of the most fun people that I know. And if you've met her, you know she is super fun. And she is also always on the court of sales. So the Queen's Court of Sales, every year you can be on the Queen's Court of Sales, whether you're a sales director or a consultant. You can be on the Queen's Court of Sales, and it takes the same thing whether you're a consultant or a director. And the Queen's Court of Sales means that you have um, at least 40,000 retail in for the entire year. So you've sold $40,000 worth of products. So these are the diamonds that you can earn from the company. So when you do the Queen's Court of Personal Sales, the ring changes every year, but this is the ring. It's rose gold. It is so pretty, y'all. It's like beautiful. It's a great warm chatter tool, honestly, because if this isn't your style, imagine how many people are going to compliment this on your hand. So it is beautiful, but she earns the Queen's Court of Sales every single year. She is selling, selling, selling. She is always in the top for our national areas Court of Sales. And so she is a selling machine. She loves our products and she works her business the Mary Kay way. So I wanted her to share with us some tips, some like meat and potatoes, some training. So I'm going to screen share. She made a video for us, which I'm so excited about. So we're going to turn up my volume and I'm going to mute myself and we're going to hear from Michelle, and be ready to take notes. And then also feel free to ask questions in the chat throughout or when it's done. So here we go. We're going to learn from Michelle Gibbons. Oop, wrong computer.
All right. Hello.
I forgot she got married recently. It's Michelle Rivera, so that's my fault.
Ladies. I had the privilege of having Wendy as my power partner. And if you don't realize how special and lucky y'all are to have her as your director, let me tell you, you're very special and lucky. But not just lucky, God picked her to be your director. And I'm so grateful because we have just been rubbing shoulders, rubbing ideas, and iron sharpens iron. And so I wanted to share with you guys from a conversation she and I were having the other day. And she cares so much about you guys. And she was sharing with how she asked about how many parties you want to have. And really, it started with how much income do you want to have? And I shared, I was like, oh, girl, yeah, that's so possible and so doable because that's how I pay my bills. And it came down to how many parties do you want to have? And so I'm praying my light won't go off when I move this. But every month, I am committed to doing the Everheart pin. So I just take a notebook. And so another thing Wendy introduced me to is one notebook per month. So this is my one from September, so I could show you the 30 faces. And this also makes it really great for when you want to follow up. I have all mine for the last year on there of everybody I saw as a face, but I also have like a little column I created for about the business, like yes, not now. Like one of them, number 17, it says, not now, but heart, meaning like I like her. I want her. She doesn't run it yet, but we'll get her. And really, that's my commitment. My focus is the 30 faces, but it's better than just faces, is grouping them into parties. Okay, so let's talk about the why. Okay, because you can do any what as long as you have a big enough why. And y'all, I pay my bills with my Mary Kay party money. Okay. So last month, I had I sold over $4,300. And when I added up, I was like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Because it kind of surprised me that it was that much. So number one, tracking is important. But it came from parties and really committing to seeing, a face will take a face, right? But we want to focus on parties. We want to be more efficient. And so just this is something I've been doing. Please know you can do whatever you want, but I'd rather group people together than go do 4 different 1 hour sessions with people. So, for example, I'm offering hostesses a certain amount if they have 4 people there. Now, this is a lot. So please think about if you want to. You could say, hey, you could earn up to $100 and then use and I'm sure Wendy has this somewhere for y'all, but it's like the 100 free if you party with me. And so mine says they get $25 free just for having the 4 guests. Um, for sending you, I think, like the guest list. And then they also, like, if they have a certain amount in sales. So you do need to be cautious because I don't want you to give away more than you should. But here's the deal. I did do this and I offered $100 if they just had 4 guests. So it was a total of 5 people. And I had like 3 or 4 people take me up on that. And so like one of the girls that I have coming next week, she's like, how many do I need for the $100 free? So she's getting that one more person. Okay, here's the psychology behind it is okay, if she has 4 and one of them doesn't show up and she still has 3, I'm still gonna honor, maybe I'll do 75, like 25 per person in this scenario because that's a party she put together with me and I didn't have to do the work. I didn't have to call all those people and then they know her and like her, so they're more committed to coming. And I did have somebody that I remember one of her 4 people canceled, and so she worked really hard all day to get that fourth person there for that $100 free. And you know what? It paid out. I got a team member from it, and I sold like $300. So $50 of my cost for product to have a great party, to get a team member and sell product, absolutely. And this business, I mentioned I sold 4,000. It's numbers. It's not magical. It's mathematical. So let's take I and now did that 4,000 all come from parties? No. Did I do the math before this? No. But let's just take it 4,000. Let's divide that by 30 faces that I saw, and that comes out to $133. Now, I would say the average is typically about $75 per person you are in front of. And that would track because I'm sure like a good chunk of that 4,000 was reorders. So, let's take a more conservative approach. Let's say you say $75 per person at each of your appointments. And let's say you see 30 in a month. That would be $2,250. Now, as you grow, as you improve your skills, as you start to sell more, that's going to go up. But last month, my profit was, let's say, 4,000 divided by 2 was a little over $2,000. What did I pay with that? A chunk of that went to pay my rent, and another chunk paid my utilities. And we actually had a bill that like we needed $300 left like to pay. And my husband works a traditional job and we're grateful for that, and it does many great things for our family, but he can't just go to his boss and be like, can I get $300 more? But I can, with my customer base, follow up with them and say, hey, who's running low on product? So that's the importance of building a solid customer base, face after face, party after party, is you will have a solid reorder business and it's grown. And just a few years ago, I did not think I was a good seller. I really didn't. I was like, I'm a great recruiter, da 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 da. Okay, first of all, watch your language, watch your thinking. And I started to change my belief. That's what changed as I changed my belief. And I also, another thing I changed is I believe people need these products. Do you believe people need these products? Because I do. Another couple practical things I do selling wise is I have before and after photos in my flip chart. And I know Wendy teaches on using your flip chart, use your flip chart. But what I would add to her flip chart is some before and afters, and I can send Wendy what I include, but you guys can find your own or whatever. But I show them before and afters. That sells a lot. And then you got to get confident on your selling sheet. And Wendy has a fabulous one, seriously. So get confident, get in front of your bathroom mirror, hold up the roll-up bag, pretend you're closing and showing them how to get it and practice in front of stuffed animals, whatever you need to do to get confident. And focus on selling the roll up bag and the deal they get when they get the roll up bag. Okay. So for example, on my sheet, I don't have hers in front of me, but I do a deal where it's like if they start with a certain amount, they do get a discount, but when they do what I call the queen and above, they get the bag for free. So you know what I say at my parties? Well, the most popular is the queen and above because you get the bag for free. So, and that queen bag for me starts at $2.99. So, and what do people do? They want to do with this most popular. And then even if they don't, they still get a good amount. So get confident on that closing sheet. And I would have at least one, if not more, roll-up bags filled with what you showed them and showing the sizzle of it. Okay. So those are a couple things I just wanted to share with you is if you need money now, you need to hold parties and be efficient with them. And the other thing I do is like I group things together because, people do, unfortunately, people are people. Dentists know this, airlines know this, so they overbook. Well, we shouldn't be any different. We're so smart businesswomen. So um pick a time. Okay, I'm gonna do Friday night at 6. Everyone I call between now and Friday, I'm offering them that time slot because I'm going to overbook. So if Susie Q doesn't come, I still have, the other 3 people booked at that time. Okay. So utilize your muffin and makeover times and things like that. But really, truly, if you need extra income, have Mary Kay parties. That's the easiest way to do it. It is so satisfying, and I truly believe you'll sell more and you'll recruit more from those appointments because they are influenced by what their friends are doing. So cheering you guys on. I know you can do it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Okay, so how awesome was that? I would love for you to put in the chat. I'm going to take a picture or a screenshot of the chat and send it to her. So just put in the chat affirmations for Michelle or takeaways from her video. I know I love a lot of what she shared, and I was taking notes. And this isn't the first time I watched it, but I was taking notes because school is never out for the pro, right? Like we never know everything. So I love that she said you can do any what as long as you have a big enough why. That's so important. So important because if our why is big enough, we will problem solve and figure out the what. We will do the what. We will go warm chatter. We'll hold the parties. We'll lead generate as long as our why is big enough. So, why are we doing this? Why do we want to be successful in this business? So, um, I also love how she talked about her hostess program, and your hostess program doesn't have to be elaborate, you guys. It can be so simple. What I had for the longest is if you bring 3 people, I will give you, and this was in I didn't even have like a graphic or anything. It was just in my confirmation email. If you have 3 people at your session, in addition to you, I'm giving you $50 in free products. So she does, if you have 4 people, I'll give you $100 in free products. So whatever you would be excited about, they're going to get excited about. Because if you're like, I'm just doing this because I heard it and like I'm not really excited about it, they're not going to get excited about it. They're going to know. But if you're excited about it and that's what you're offering your hostesses, they will too. And if you think about it, okay, so say you're $50 for you bringing 3 people or you having 3 people at your party, right? So $50 is really only $25 in products for us because we get them half off. So $25 is worth a party, like a good solid party for me. So like she said, when you get in front of a lot of people, you totally are going to get the results and your results will grow. Your average per face will grow. Everything will grow, but you're growing in the party. That's where you're growing is in the party. Go away. I do not want your spider. Go away. Go. This is this is Brooklyn now. Go. Shoot. Go away. They gotta see too. No, they don't. They don't want to see your spider. Okay, and I love how she said this business is all numbers. It's not magical, it's mathematical. So that really helps to take the emotion out of it because we get all up in our heads and we're like, why isn't this working? And she's not saying every face is going to buy $75. She's saying her average that she sees. Well, her average per face is double that, but to begin with, your average could be around $50 a face, $40 a face, and then it grows like $60 a face, $70 a face. And that's your average. That's when you look at, I saw 30 faces this month and this is what I sold. That's not when you look at, well, this week I saw 5 faces. You got to do the numbers. The numbers are so important. People will disappoint you, but numbers never will. The numbers always show the bigger picture. Okay, and then I love how she said, watch your language. You watch your mouth. What are you saying about yourself? What are you saying about your business? Are you saying, I'm just not good at selling? I'm just not good at booking. Like, I'm not good at team building. I can't do this. There's no way I can find time to do this. What are you saying? What are you speaking into existence? So that was really powerful too. And then she said, if you need money, hold parties. Hold parties, you guys. If you need money, hold parties. Does anybody here need money? Hold parties. The amount of money that I make at my parties, I could never make going and working an hourly job. Like, if I go do a party for 2 hours and I sell $300, right now, where I am with my qualifications and my degree, nobody's paying me $75 an hour. Because if I sell $300, I'm going to profit 150. I've just made $75 an hour. Nobody's paying me $75 an hour to do what I'm qualified to do legally anyway, nothing like moral or legal. So, in reality, parties are super efficient. They are very efficient. We can spend so much time texting, posting on Facebook, talking to people, chatting people up about Mary Kay. But if we are not doing parties, we are not getting everything that we could be getting. And then I love how she said overbook because people are people. People are people, and we are smart business women. So we're running this like a business, right? And a business like a hair salon, a nail salon, a doctor's office, a dentist office, they overbook themselves. That's why when you show up, you have to wait because they overbook on purpose. And if everybody shows up, they squeeze them all in. But they're not booking or scheduling only the amount of people that they can physically see in a day. They're not doing that. They are overbooking because they want to make sure they actually see enough patients or customers or clients that day. That's what they do. We should be no different. What do? We put all our eggs in one basket and then we get sad when the eggs fall out the basket. And now we have nothing to do this week. That's why I always say have 10 bookings on your date books at all times. 10 bookings, you guys. 10 bookings will keep you in business. 10 bookings is going to make it where when your bookings aren't holding, you're still like, you want it to be like, oh, I am so glad that girl rescheduled because I am too busy this week. I have so many bookings that I need somebody to reschedule instead of my one and only booking this week rescheduled. So these kids keep coming in and out of here. All right, close the door. Yeah, you're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. Okay, so I want to share um I want to share something with y'all. I just thought of this. So we're gonna go find it. I gotta find it. So give me just a second. Um, if you've been around for a while, you may have heard this before, but it's a good refresher. And y'all, I have listened to this training over and over and over and over. When I was a consultant, I listened to this training dozens of times. Dozens, like literally, I am so not exaggerating. And it's in our Google Drive. I'm just trying to find it. Why can I not find it? Um, okay. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, it's in new consultants. Why can I not find it? Why is it in new consultants? Okay. All right. So, um, oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's not working out quite the way I thought it would because apparently my computer doesn't want to play this audio. Okay, hold on one second. Huh. Okay, so when I was new, we used to have these CDs from Mary Kay. Olivia, what are you doing?
Making a house.
Okay, you're gonna have to put all that away when you're done. So, anyway, we used to have these CDs and I would listen to CDs in my car all the time. I would listen over and over and over because I wanted to learn from people that were successful in this business. So I sought out people that were successful in this business and I listened to them over and over and over in my car. Now that's replaced by the Mary Kay mobile learning app. If you don't have the Mary Kay mobile learning app, get it because it's really good. So you just look up Mary Kay mobile learning app. This app has so many videos on it that you can listen to in your car. You don't have to watch them. A lot of them don't even, they're like videos, but they don't have actual videos. They're just audio in video form. So there are categories like if you need booking tips, if you need coaching tips, if you need selling or recruiting tips, there's different categories and you're going to pick up on small things from lots of different people that you can implement. So the party that I do now is a result of learning from dozens of people. My director, my adopted director, the person whose meetings I went to, NSDs that I was watching on stage, top directors at events that I went to, listening to CDs, listening to Mary Kay training. I just would hear things. I would be like, oh, that's a funny, like, oh, you don't want $1 million face and a $5 neck. I hear people, I heard somebody say that. So I put it in my party right away. Or just like I don't know, all kinds of little things. This is not one party that I took and I was like, this is the party we're doing. It was just hearing different things. And you might hear something that you want to implement into your script or to your party or to your warm chattering or into your lead generating, but only when you listen to people that are where you want to be. You don't have to only listen to me. Now, you shouldn't be listening to somebody that's not where you want to be. You don't want to go and find a bunch of other consultants that are new and they don't really know what they're doing because honestly, if they don't know what they're doing, they might be on the wrong path. But listen to people that are where you want to be in their business. If you want to make $5,000 a month, are you listening to someone that's making $5,000 a month? Or are you listening to the enemy whispering lies into your head? Are you listening to people outside of Mary Kay that are saying, oh, this isn't going to work? Are you listening to people that are like, oh, maybe you should quit because everybody keeps canceling? What are you listening to? So this training is too long for me to share the whole thing, but I'm gonna share a little bit of it because it's so good. Um, and it is in it's in our Google Drive in the new consultant folder. And there's a folder within that folder that has booking tips and scripts from a national sales director. Her name is Ari Hathaway. I absolutely love her. She was going to be at our fall retreat, but we had to cancel it because of a hurricane. Now she is doing an event for us at Leadership. I can't wait to learn from her and to go to that. But I'm just going to share some of this. So get your pen back out, and I would love for you to share takeaways too. We'll listen to at least this one. This is broken up into tracks because it was a CD, so I think there's 5 tracks. But you can listen to the rest of it in our Google Drive. And if you can't find it, just let us know. Let me know, and I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. But I'm gonna mute myself again, and we're gonna listen. There's no video. We're just listening at this point. That's what we used to have to do. We used to have to listen to all the training. We even had, when we did share calls, we didn't send out videos. We sent out phone numbers that people would call, and they would call a number, and they would put in a code, and then they would listen to someone's story, and then we would do a share call. So we've grown a lot, but the audio is still really good training. So let me
sales director Ari Hathaway, who recently debuted out of the Dacia Wigant area, has a passion that gives her power in this business. Her power is in the discipline of her commitment to her dreams. So see, she's not so very different from you, is she? And after listening to her, you may see that you are not so very far from where you want to be with your dreams. Listen and be motivated and inspired with Ari's tips and scripts for making your dream a reality.
Well, I love to talk about booking because truly booking is the lifeline to your business. And if you pulled out your date book right now, I can tell you how much money you're going to make this month. If it's blank, you know it's not so good. But if it's filled up with appointments, girl, I want to hang out with you. And let me tell you, the more times you write in your date book, it's equivalent to writing inside of your checkbook. Have you heard that? Every time you write in your date book, imagine that you are writing numbers into your checkbook. And booking truly, truly is the most important activity because without appointments, nothing happens. So I want to take you through some tips on how you can book. And this is one of the things I really want you to think about. I'm all about strategy, so I'm going to let you into my strategic brain today. When you're writing into your date book, always, always, always overbook. Always overbook. If you've ever worked at a dentist's office, a doctor's office, an attorney's office, a hair salon, anywhere that has appointments, what do? They overbook. This is nothing that's exclusive to Mary Kay, nothing that makes us different. They know somebody's gonna call last minute to cancel or to move their appointment, right? And if nobody shows up in that time slot, they're losing money. And so every time you put one person in on one slot, you're putting all your eggs into that one basket. And when that little chick doesn't hatch, we're sad. And we're like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done this Mary Kay thing. What was I thinking? This is so hard. How many of you have been there? We've all been there. And so let me just teach you to put more eggs into your basket. And I'm going to teach you how to book more than one appointment into each slot. Your time is your life, and it is the most precious thing that you have, and you have to value it. If you put more than one appointment into that slot, you're increasing your chances for success. Now, I've been doing this for 7 years. I double book, triple book, so you get good at doing this, and you develop a skill. And I will tell you, in 7 years, I've never seen 2 appointments actually hold. That might be shocking news to you, because you're thinking, what do I do if they both hold? If they actually do, this is what you do. How many of you have a sister consultant? Maybe there's one sitting next to you. Okay, how many of you think she'd like to take a last-minute appointment? You call her up and you say, hey, girlfriend, what you doing tonight at 7? Great, listen, I've got this party. I can't make it. Would you like it? How many of you think she's going to say no? Exactly. How many of you have ever said, I wish there was more than one of me? You know, there could be 10 of you on one night. If you worked really smart, where you had 15. I mean, just think about this. You're guaranteeing yourself absolute and total success. Let's learn the skill and the art of booking more than one appointment into that slot. Does that sound good? Okay, so we have to have the right attitude, right? So you have to send the correct message to your brain when you are about to book. So I need everyone to repeat after me. I am a master booker. Everyone I know wants to book with me. I am a master booker. Everyone I know wants to book with me. How does that feel? See, this is what you need to do to yourself. You know, right before Rocky goes into the ring, he's like this, and his coach is right behind him, and he's rubbing his shoulders. He's like, you're a champ. You can do this. Come on, knock him out, right? And who's in our home doing that for us? Right, exactly. So we have to learn to do it for ourselves. We have to learn to pump ourselves up. We have to learn to send the correct message. How many of you know right now you could pick up the phone and book anybody? What message are you sending to your brain? Because you could be dreading it, right? Oh, oh, it's so heavy, that phone. I can't pick it up. What if they say no? What if? When we think don't we play all these scenarios in our head? So what do you think your success rate is going to be if those are the messages you're sending to your brain right before you pick up the phone? Right? So you have to clear your mind. You have to send the correct message to your brain. I always try to do something fun right before I get on the phone. If you've never had a café con leche, you probably had a latte. Kind of close, not exactly the same. But I love those, and I drink one of those, and then I can get on the phone. But something that's fun to you, but what I tell girls to do is, and I'm not joking, I actually do want you to write this down, is to do 10 jumping jacks. Please do not hurt yourself. I could just see you at the hospital. Ari told me to do 10 jumping jacks, and because if you get on the phone and you sound like this, hi, this is Ari. Yeah, hey girl, how are you? Yeah, I'm tired. You tired? I'm tired. I'm so tired. Listen, I am so excited. So excited. I decided to start my own business. I know that's crazy because I'm so busy, but I mean, if you sound like that, who's gonna want to? Can I call you back? Oh yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, no one is gonna want to book you. If you do your 10 jumping jacks and you get up and, hey, Susie! Oh my God, guess what? You need to sound like you have gossip. The worst of scenarios could be occurring to her at that exact moment. Is she going to hang up the phone? Negative. She will not hang up the phone. So sound like you've got gossip. Guess what? I'm so excited. Guess what? She'll say what? I am so excited. I decided to start my own business, and now I teach skincare and mineral makeup with Mary Kay, and I have a huge goal. My director has challenged me to do 30 facials and makeovers in 30 days, and I would love to borrow your face. I'm available Tuesday at 7, Thursday at 7, or Saturday at 10. Which one works best for you? That script is the script that Daisha Wiegand, my sales director, now my national sales director, gave to me the day I began Mary Kay at New Consultant Orientation. And these are the powerful words that she gave me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And a lot of you have a script that your sales director gave you, and it sounds a lot like that, right? Raise your hand. You have it. Keep your hand up if you actually use it verbatim. Exactly. There it is. Look around the room. Just about everybody's hand went down.
So that is just track 1 of the booking tips and scripts. I'm going to see how long track 2 is. If it's short enough, we will listen to it too. But there's 5 total. So they, in the Google Drive, they're in the new consultants folder under new consultants, and then booking tips and scripts. But it's so good. It's so good. I swear, I've listened. Y'all probably, when you listen to this training, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this explains so much. This is why she says all the things she says. But I challenge you to listen to it. I challenge you. And to finish listening to it, and and to share your takeaways in the Voxer chat. The Voxer chat, I'm trying to make it a little more lively and not be the only one talking in there. So let me I will grab a link directly to the folder, and I'm going to put it in the chat right now, and that way you can find it. So that is the folder that has the training. So just listen to 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to download it on my computer to listen to it. Y'all, I ripped this from the CD. Like, you know how you can rip CDs? I'm old. So I literally like ripped this from the CD, and y'all, this stuff is easy now. All this stuff was not always easy. It took a lot of time and effort to get these trainings into this Google Drive, so it's been in there for a really long time. And as long as it's still functioning, we're going to keep it in there. I put it in there in 2018, so it's been there for a while. But yeah, ripped it right off the CD. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to get some parties on your date book. If you need money, go book some parties. Period. End of story. Again, if your why is strong enough, the how will work itself out. You will call people and be like, look, like she said, I'm new. I really need practice. I need training. Or even if you're not new, I have this goal. I have my next goal to sell $1,400 this month. I need to get in front of some people. Would you be willing to let me borrow your face? And would you be willing to have 3 of your friends there? It would mean the world to me. It would mean so much to me. You guys, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because I can guarantee you, if you keep waiting, 1, this Cadillac's not going to happen. 2, this national area is not going to happen. 3, your goals are not going to happen. What are you waiting for? Just do it. Pick up the phone this week. You actually still have time tonight. It's only 8:28. Pick up the phone and book some parties. Stop waiting. Stop trying to be prepared. Stop trying to know everything. Stop trying to memorize every ingredient. Stop trying to memorize the flip chart. Just pick it up and go do a party. You're not going to mess it up. And if it's awkward, great. You will learn something from it. I promise. So I thank you for being on. I appreciate you for taking the time to show up, to build your business, to learn more, to grow together. Those who show up really do go up, and the world is run by those who show up. So I want you now, like wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to say, I am a booking machine. I am a booking machine. Okay, everybody books with me. You know what? We'll make it fun. People cancel with you to book with me. You guys, you got to have that confidence. This is how I got good at booking. I listened to Ari over and over and over and over, and I was like, she's right. Y'all didn't even hear the part about, this is why you got to listen to her training. She literally bought her first house, her first home in cash. She bought her house with cash from Mary Kay Parties, not as a sales director. She was a consultant. She paid cash for her house from Mary Kay Parties. That is the power of the party. You do not have to be a sales director to make good money in Mary Kay. I want you to be a sales director because I need director friends and I need to build this national area. But you do not have to be a sales director to make money. You can make money this week. You can put $1,000 in your pocket this week if you go do parties. Y'all, Christmas is coming up. Christmas is expensive. People are buying stuff. You go do parties, they're buying from you, and you get money for Christmas. It's a win-win. So I am a booking machine. Everybody books with me. If they answer the phone, they're booking. Yes. Absolutely. So listen to that training, get some bookings, you guys, and let's party to build this Rise National area and to earn this pink Cadillac. You guys, we can do this. You can do this. You have what it takes. You are equipped. You are capable. You are worthy. And I know that great things are coming. I can't wait to see our numbers that we're celebrating next week. It's super exciting to see, $200, $300, $600, $400. That is super fun. So let's keep that up by doing parties. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Let me know when you listen to that training. I put it in the chat, but if you miss it on here, just ask. I'll put it in Voxer too. And if you have any questions at all, you just let us know and we will be happy to answer them. So I will talk to you all later. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Have a great night. I love the reactions.